doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L Podcast.
Rocking and rolling. Doughboy Clay is in the building. How you doing today, bro?
Man, what's the deal, brother? What's the deal?
A lot of legendary things have been happening for you, man.
Yeah.
The whole city got to unite to watch you and your guys on stage, man, performing.
Yeah.
Doughboyz Cashout, Teameastside, 42 Dugg, all that. Beautiful things happening, man. Talk about that experience for us, bro.
Keep it 1,000, man. It was an experience. It was a legendary experience. Number one, not only legendary, it was, for lack of better words, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We could perform in front of 1,000 people on a regular basis, 2,000, 20,000 people on a regular basis, but I guess because of the event, because of, number one, it being at home, on top of what we done as far as bridging the gap between East and West and just trying to show, unity amongst the city, man. I think that was, just an experience within itself, you know what I'm saying? Minus the actual performance, overall, I would say it was just a beautiful feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? It was lovely, man. Shout out to 42 Dugg. Shout out to the whole team Eastside. We were able to bridge gaps, build relationships, and I think at the end of the day, man, that's really what it was really mostly about. You know what I'm saying? And of course, doing it for the fans, that's another thing as well. But yeah, it was a good feeling, bro. I will say that.
Yeah, and even when you say fans, I think it goes beyond that, right? Because it's like the culture, the city.
Yeah, man, it was definitely culture. It was definitely for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you always got this East versus West stigma, right? You know what I'm saying? And for all of us to be on that stage at one time, man, I think that was by far one of the best things that we have ever done, or for any city, or you know what I'm saying? When you think about it, like Detroit United, that was crazy.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's really unheard of. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I definitely want to give big ups to Doug for that one, and shout out to the whole team Eastside. Shout out to the whole Lug.
Yeah, man. It was interesting when people first had heard about it, right? It was announced. I think 42 had announced it, and then they tried to retract it, or somebody tried to say it wasn't happening.
So basically, it was just a form of communication, miscommunication. For lack of better words, I don't want to go too far into detail about it, but it was just a lack of communication. You know what I'm saying? Misunderstandings and things of that nature. But when we finally got it ironed out the details, man, it became a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and the reason I bring that up is not even to bring up the that area of like confusion, but more so the comments, the response to it, because everybody, when they first had heard the announcement that it was going to happen, it was almost like, it's the biggest news in the world. Everybody's going insane. I can't believe this is happening too. Oh, I knew it wasn't going to happen because so and so and so and so and so and so, and then it is going to happen, and then it's like all back. It's like people are going through a roller coaster trying to hear if it's going to happen.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, like when we first heard it, it was a shocker. And then, from my understanding, as soon as the city heard what was going on, they sold like 1,000 tickets in like 10 minutes or something crazy. You know what I'm saying? We was like, damn, But at the end of the day, we didn't want to retract from it. I feel like the city really wanted to see us again. So of course, we had to stand on that, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you get called out, you know what I'm saying? Doug called us out, low key as hell, you feel what I'm saying? And we just had to respond to it though, you know what I'm saying? Let the city know that we still alive, we still around this mug, and we still stepping, we still stumping, and that's just what it was, you know what I'm saying?
So when Doug kind of calls it out, for you guys it's not offensive, it's more of like, he's right type of thing?
It just depends on how you look at it. Everybody got their way of how they feel, or how they look, how they see, or how they view, or how they even just interpret certain things, man, and some people may have took it in a negative way, some people may have took it a positive way. Me personally, I was one of the ones, in the beginning, I was all for it, you know what I'm saying? And this was before I even talked to my brothers about it, I was always all for it, and then when we retracted from it or whatever, just because it was just a miscommunication issue, Doug had made some comments, went live, of course, when anyone has not necessarily something negative to say, but when they giving their personal opinions, it's not always gonna be retrieved well. In my personal opinion, I'm like, fuck that. We stepping. We own that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go see, bro. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't necessarily in a bad way. It was more so on the lines of shit, he right. You know what I'm saying? Like bridging the gap is something that's major and something that's big, and I think, we didn't necessarily reach the full potential of that because, we couldn't really have the verses or nothing like that. But I think on the lines of everything else, though, we was able to really accomplish the goal at hand, and that was just to show the unity. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's really all Doug really wanted. You know what I'm saying? Was just to show some unity and in the city. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around the city want to show arrogance and ego and who the biggest boss and all that goofy ass. Each his own. You feel what I'm saying? But more of the story, the bottom line, what was accomplished was crime rate down, less murders. You know what I'm saying? Both sides doing music together. People getting along. You know what I'm saying? Money is being made. Money is being generated. Money is circulating at the end of the day throughout our community, man. And that's, for lack of better words, in my personal opinion, is the big step of the accomplishment of the goal that he accomplished. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. And people were contributing. The Lions winning during out that time. They were in the playoffs. And it was almost like Detroit was like a utopia for a moment. It's
it was going crazy. It was an uproar. Man, who's room? They're underdogs, man. That's a beautiful feeling, man. Like the Detroit was winning all the way around. You know what I'm saying?
From your own personal expectations of everything, did you know how bad the city needed it? Did you, when you came on the stage and heard the roar and seen that all the seats are filled? Did you expect that at all?
Personally, no. I knew it was gonna be a good show. I knew the type of crowd that Doug was bringing as far as the artists and stuff like that. I expected, seats to be filled, but to see a sold out show, I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? So when I actually walked out on the stage and saw a sold out show, I'm like, oh yeah, it's the big one. This was a good thing, not only for us, and when I mean us, I'm just saying like the artists that performed. I'm saying more so like it was just the city as a whole. Even the people that was there, they're gonna talk about this for years, bro.
Oh, facts,
you know what I'm saying? They're gonna talk about this one particular show that started off in 2024. Doug threw on the biggest concert in history. He had Boosie, Jeezy, he had Gotti, he had ESTG, Meek Mills, Dirk, Glorilla. Like he put on a show. He had Dej Loaf.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Hell of a walked out on stage. Like, man, he did some historical stuff, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not to mention everybody always wanted to see Team Eastside and Doughboyz Cashout on one stage, and they was able to see that, man. That's big, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first time in history that a group or two groups were on the same stage that had prior, for lack of better words, misunderstandings. I'm gonna say it that way. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like that was a big step, bro. Like that was historical.
Yeah, beautifully put. I think Nick's you're gonna adjust his mic. Okay, he's gonna adjust the microphone real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely beautifully put. And the funniest things, too, were seeing the memes about you while the concert was about to happen.
Oh, man.
There's this hilarious meme of you, and it's like top singers to ever come from Detroit. And it's like
God.
You and Aretha Franklin, I think.
Me, Aretha Franklin, and Anita.
And you're wearing like a white beater.
I'm like, dude, these are historical women, and it's the best picture y'all gonna pick. You know what I'm saying? All the pictures in the world, y'all, that's the picture y'all pick. And then on top of that, I'm not gonna toot my horn and say I can sing as good as them, or I can just go crazy. No, you know what I'm saying? I'm good at what I do for sure. I'm glad and happy that the city perceive me as such, but I'm nowhere near as good as them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still have a lot of vocal training to do, all type of stuff. But I understood where they were coming from. Yeah. I think it was more so on the lines of like impact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and I have made a stamp, and I have been a staple in our city for our genre and for our age bracket of our generation of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I made my stamp. Like, I said on the couch when I was here last time, I'm the first guy in the city to be singing at a young age in our age bracket, man. So I really salute the whole city for that. I ain't gonna lie, the memes, the jokes, you know, I don't take nothing personal. So, you know, especially that internet. I don't care about internet, you know what I'm saying? So, but when I seen all of that going on the internet, man, I thought it was hilarious, man. It was funny to me. I reposted damn near everybody. At least I tried to.
That's the funniest meme in Detroit history for sure. I think Detroit Rap Daily had posted it, and all the comments were like, "Yup, facts."
Facts. It wasn't no negative comment.
People would be like, "You can't joke around about stuff like this." Nobody gave a fuck. Like,
man, I seen one guy say, "That Clay is good. Clay is great, dog. But come on now, Anita." Auntie? I'm like, oh yeah, we got one for history.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, it's so awesome to see that you guys. It's kind of almost like a remembrance, but also a reemergence, right? With everything that's happened.
Yeah, definitely like a rebirth. And it's a beautiful feeling, man. I ain't gonna lie. Since the concert, I've been booked and busy. I've been everywhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been flying. I've got stuff coming up in Grand Rapids. I got, Wisconsin. I got so much. I got so much stuff going on right now. You know, I'm in the studio more. I'm about to drop videos. It's so crazy. I got a shitload of music that I'm about to release. So it's just like, man, you know, I guess that was the battery in the back, you know what I'm saying, on the fire up under the ass cheeks to make the motherfucker go viral, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man, it was much needed because, you know, even if like I didn't really get introduced to Doughboyz Cashout till 2016, and I was kind of late.
You were late.
I was late. I was very late.
Yeah.
But once I figured it out, I was like, this is fucking phenomenal. I love this shit. I'm listening to you majority of the time. I love your choruses. I love your hooks. I love everything you're doing. But what was happening is it's coming around this time. I'm like, bro, his sound can still be used on the main songs that are coming out. Exactly. He can still be a feature on these big songs coming out of Detroit.
And I think that's the one. I think that's the major thing. For lack of a better words, being different, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Being more creative, and you know, iconic. For lack of better words, it's like my style of my trend will forever live on. You know what I'm saying? Rappers come and go, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Not saying all of them will, because it's a lot of us that made stamps, and they have become staples in the city, as well as singers. You know, and I'm just glad to say that I'm one of them that have made that mark. You know?
Oh, for sure, 100%. Yeah. Oh, you got that pin on you. What's this pin all about?
So this pin right here, this is Shine. She passed away last year. She was for lack of better words, she was the neighborhood mom. You wanted some food, you needed somewhere to stay. You just wanted to talk, have advice, man. Just a beautiful lady, man. She was definitely someone from the neighborhood that just was just a phenomenal woman, man. Just good upbringing. Man, I'm talking about cook you a meal from scratch, bro. Egg rolls was fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it was. She was a beautiful lady. I don't really want to, go off into too much detail. Mm-hmm. It's just so crazy. Her death date is actually coming up in a couple days, and her kids are putting together a dinner and also doing a fundraiser to, in remembrance of her, so. Which is a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? Every year they're going to do something for her,
Beautiful.
So me personally, I'm just wearing the pin and to help support and show love and my appreciation for what she done for me and my kids and my family, so.
Yeah. Some people take on responsibility factors in their communities, and you always have to look at those people like they're making the ultimate sacrifice, because often they get nothing in return. Like
Facts.
It's almost just like they have a pleasure of helping and giving.
Man, and it's so crazy. Those are the people that you see or respect. Those are the people that you see the least, but they have so much impact on the world and then on the city. So I use rap for numerous reasons, because you always see the person in the limelight, right? But you don't see the person behind the scenes that's putting everything together, that's pushing the music, or that's reaching out to different people, that's talking to different people. You just see the person in the limelight. You ain't really paying attention to what's going on behind, you know what I'm saying, in the back. She was one of those people that was being that motivator, that push, to keep everybody going, keep everybody safe. Man, she was something different, man,
Yeah, there's people that really glue everything together, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
facts,
saying?
facts,
That
facts.
it matters a lot. With your new emergent, not new emergence, but getting back into the mix of things and
Yeah.
in the scene and whatnot. What have been your goals so far? Like, is it going to be like kind of? Are you worried about money as far as making money off music, or are you worried about just building your brand up again, or what's your focus on right now?
My main focus now, music is a passion, man. It's something I love to do. Making the money, that's cool. That's good. You know what I'm saying? That's forever great. You know, everybody want to make money at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Based upon something that they love to do. I love to do music, so of course I would love to make money. But my biggest thing right now is to make more visuals. A lot of people know my voice. A lot of people know my songs, know my music, but they don't know me. You know, it's hard to put a face to the voice. So when they actually see me or they find out that it's me that's actually singing, they be like, dang, bro, I thought you were fat.
Me too.
You know? I thought you was fat, man. I thought you was a fat, dark-skinned dude from 8 Mile and Harper. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dog, no.
The first time I thought you were like some dude in a Yukon passenger seat, 300 pounds,
Oh, my God.
white tee, gold chain,
you descriptive.
hat,
You descriptive.
blunt, and a crib full of folks with money and an option. I'm like, oh, this dude is like one of those big dudes. And then all of a sudden I seen it. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Right.
But it was still heat.
Right.
You were one of the people that, like, when you get to see and hear you and see you in interviews and talk to you, it's like it didn't change anything. It didn't
Yeah,
make things
facts.
worse. Sometimes when you look too much into an artist, you're like, man, who have I been listening to?
Man, who you see on here is who you gonna see outside of this. You know what I'm saying? Money don't make or break me, bro. I'm gonna forever be who I am.
Yeah.
I don't care if I got $1 million or I got $100. You will never know because I'm gonna be the same person. I don't really care for designer, none of that. Listen, bro. I will put on some Nikes. I will put on some $40 jeans. And I'm gonna be the same person as if I had on them $1,100 jeans, them $1,100 shoes. I'm gonna be the same person with or without it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I think that's another thing that has made me organic and unique in my own way. You know what I'm saying? I love diamonds. I love jewelry too. You know what I'm saying? But I also love being normal, man. You know what I'm saying? I also love just being able to interact and feel good around people, whether it's genuine or not. Just I'm able to touch more people than I am. I'm able to touch more people without it than with it. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people respect glitter and glam, but the real ones respect the soul, and that's really what I give them.
Yeah, 100%. You can hear it through the voice.
Yeah,
you can
bingo.
hear 1,000%.
Yeah.
Now you said that everybody's been contacting you, trying to work away with you, collaborations. Can you name? I know last week you were shooting a video and I hit you up. I told you to pull up on me.
Yeah.
Can you talk about some of these collaborations, videos, and songs you've been working on?
So the video I was just shooting, I was really just shooting my own song, but I've been working with Stash House. Shout out to Kiefer. But I done had everybody reach out to me. Me and Babyface done talked about a few songs, a few projects we working on. GT, Peasy. I done did some. Only person I haven't heard from really is Sada for real. But of course I got Skilla. I got Sauce Walker. Like a lot of people didn't reached out to me, and I just like trying to name everybody and think of it right now. It's kind of like I really can't. But as far as the city, I just did something with Doug. The city is on fire right now. Like everybody that's really somebody from the city. I'm working with right now as we speak. You know,
That's
what I'm
so
saying?
legendary, man. Especially because like last time you were on the show, we were talking about unfortunately you lost your Instagram page, and it looked like you were really working at getting back into the game and really pushing things forward.
Yeah.
And now it's like this whole new blessing comes, right?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
As far as it's all concerned, though, this is a little bit of a messy question, but I'm not trying to be messy when I ask this. I'm asking this because I would want to be asked this. But, like, you could have been offered a lot of things like 3 years ago, or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, 10 years ago. And it's like coming now after the concert. Does any of it kind of feel a little bit like, damn, man, a little bit like, damn, like you hit me up before the damn concert, son of a bitch? Or is it you just kind of look past it all?
No, reason why I say no is because it's all about timing, number one.
Okay.
And then we in Detroit. I don't care what you tell me. The brokest nigga in Detroit got the biggest arrogant ego in the world. You know what I'm saying? So we dealing with, egos. We dealing with, arrogancy. We dealing with so many different. You don't even know what type of person you gonna get tomorrow with some of these people. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's all about timing, man. It's just that's really what it's about, man. Like, so for I'm glad that he did it the way he did it, and as far as trying to push now, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't no telling what kind of person he would have got 6 months ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On my end, or even if we would have suggested this 6 months ago, ain't no telling what kind of person I would have got from him, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or and it's not just me or him. It's more like everybody. You never know, what people would. You don't even know if people would have been able to perceive it.
Right, like timing.
Like
right.
Timing is everything. You know, so,
because there could have, like you said, so many egos involved. There was a lot of live streams before your concert, and people were saying, "Can we please make this a night where everything just goes right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no bullshit." And all I was thinking is, they're talking about the group's egos or even audience members' egos colliding and people starting issues with each other or whatever. But when you watch the videos, it's literally dice games happening. People are laughing, enjoying themselves.
It was a good time. For the first time, bro, like, so before all of this, what a lot of people don't know and realize, Doughboyz and Cashout were I ain't gonna say, we weren't at odds. So it wasn't nothing to really see Keith with Peasy or me with Peasy and Babyface, and you know what I'm saying? We were literally intertwining. We were kicking it. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing. By the time we got on that stage, it was okay for us to talk shit to each other because we'd already built relationships. You know what I'm saying? We already had our way of, everybody meeting the personality on and off the stage. So when we were able to be on the stage together, it wasn't no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? We all knew what boundaries how far we can go with each other. You know what I'm saying?
You read each other really quick.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then everybody were fans. Like we were fans of them, they were fans of us. Like it was just a mutual respect at the end of the day, despite the issues and the problems that had taken place years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm glad that we were old enough, that we're grown enough to get over it. Let that bullshit go.
I wonder if that, even if people just listen to what you said, is going to change the trajectory of anybody who thinks that they can't get past the beef or past a problem.
I ain't gonna lie, man. When it's blood spilled, it's different.
Okay.
Team Eastside and Doughboyz ain't never had no blood spilled.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of as bad as we want a lot of shit to change, some of this shit can't change because it's so much blood spilled. The whole problem is now it's just trying to get people to put the guns down. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, let's make fun music. Like Peasy been saying, man, let's make, that dead man music shit, that shit dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, make fun music. Talk about fucking some bitches or something, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Talk about making money again. You know what I'm saying? Talk about that. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to smoking your op and, you sliding on, man, you know what I'm saying? Because at a point in time, I grew up talking too much on, or even being, it took so long for me to even get accustomed to doing this, man. I don't like cameras for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it took so long for me to get adjusted to this. I don't, for the youth to really be on the, like, sliding and talking crazy on this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really recorded. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were really recorded, bro. Like, even, so for example, the people in Chicago, they just got the 4 to 5 dudes that was in the murder of, I forgot dog name. I forgot his name. FBG Duck. They just got the 5 dudes that killed FBG Duck. 4 years later, all stemming from songs. You know what I'm saying? And like, come on, man. Like, y'all, you incriminate yourself, bro. Just because you don't get caught, not on me, you ain't gonna get caught. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it just be too much. Like, man. And then Instagram don't make it no better. Like, we see so many kids and people that's getting jammed up from posting switches and posting their guns. And then you still see more people posting guns. Like, you be like, dog, come on, like, y'all niggas, you crazy? You see they watching. Like, why you, you know what I'm saying? But in all actuality, it be the big homies not telling them, like, hey, man. And then some of these cats got big homies that they just don't listen to, which is understandable, too. The
kids that you're watching do this and everything, do they come from the same environment that you came from?
I mean, we in Detroit, man, so we talking about the slums. I mean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these kids don't even be having fathers for real. You know what I'm saying? They don't have father figures. I'm talking about the ghetto.
How do you feel like? Do you think it's in the way that you came out and the way that you got out of that? Do you think it's actual or realistic possibility for each individual, or do you think that because of the system and the way that things work in the city, it's not? It's like an odds game, or like it's not.
It's a chess game, man. You know, everybody get pine for real. You know what I'm saying? Unless you change the way you think. You know what I'm saying? You could be a pine, you could be a knight, you could be whatever you want to be. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you to change your trajectory of what you know what I'm saying, what you trying to be. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you know your worth and you know your value, you think different, you move different, you act different. You know what I'm saying? You strategize, you plot, you plan. I ain't telling nobody listen, bro. I'm all for you know, meeting energy. But at the same time, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? So if you could change just some little tedious things to keep you from getting jammed up, keep you from missing your family or your family missing you, change it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna promote violence. I'm not gonna promote disrespect. I'm not gonna promote none of that. But at the end of the day, I will say, if a spanking need to be had, give a spanking, but do it in a respectful way or in a different way. So at the end of the day, you not getting jammed up or you taking you away from your kids, because we are raising a lot of kids right now with no fathers. You know what I'm saying? No father figures, and you can't even be mad at the ones that are leaving their kids because they probably didn't have a father either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a perpetual cycle that's hard to break. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it just starts with the mindset, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I meditate. I think a lot differently now. Yeah. You know, so
meditation and yoga is probably the most essential thing that I started doing like 7 or 8 years ago. And like, you know, like if anybody, every time I used to bring up yoga and meditation to my friends, they'd be like, that's lame as fuck. And I used to send them this clip of Kobe Bryant. Kobe said before he started meditation, the day took control over him. After he started meditation, he took control over the day. So like, now when I send them that, they're like, oh, I guess there's something to this shit. Like, it literally clears your mind and gives you a balanced focus. Like, you can decide what you're going to do with that day now instead of like letting shit happen to you.
I ain't going to lie to you. Even if you pissed off and angry, you're going to think things all the way through before you actually move. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So whatever it is that's pissing you off, even if you ready to kill, you're going to think from A through Z how to get away with it. You know what I'm saying? And move swiftly if you just meditate.
Facts. Basically, what's happening is, you know, your personality, your ego, your physicality, and your mental are all at a certain tone, right? Mm-hmm. And then you're so tied up with it that you can't see clearly. Exactly. And then once you do meditation and yoga, it's like you create that distance between your body and your mind, and then you have that clarity to decide, okay, how do I want to handle this now?
Exactly.
Instead of being tied up in the moment, like you're so angry with somebody, now you're just going to act out of anger. Yeah. When you do yoga and meditation, it's going to be like, oh, I'm angry, but I'm going to handle this differently than I normally would have done.
I usually do. Yeah. And that's all that is, man. It's just it's a perception, man. It's a perception. Like I said, we come from where we come from, man. We don't even have time to think much. We just act. We just do. You know what I'm saying?
It's different.
Yeah, it's very different.
It's different. You're right. It's hard to... That's why I guess people are so fascinated with hip-hop, rap, Detroit, and all the cultures, because it's like they're getting an insight into something that's totally just foreign to them. They don't understand the living circumstance. It almost sucks that to some people it's entertainment to watch other people's like disadvantages. You know what I mean?
Facts. I mean, you know, it's so crazy. So I was hearing something like TikTok overseas, like in China, they don't show their kids violence, guns, the stupid stuff, the dancing and all that. They literally showing them peace and blood, like the yogas, they teaching them how to build, you know what I'm saying? But over here we get negativity, violence. We get the dumb videos, the TikToks, the girls half naked, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to over there, they showing something totally different. It's the trajectory of everything. I hope I said that word right. And it's just it's pretty much we act out of what we seeing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We all being programmed somehow, some way. You know, we get on our phone. That phone, you don't smoke weed, you don't drink, you don't do coke, you don't do none of that. But that phone, that Instagram, a bad motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? It got that dopamine in it to keep you scrolling. You feel me?
Yeah.
Majority of us nowadays, we spend 14, 15 hours on our phone unconsciously.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Phones
that-
are crazy, man. They got me at one point. I'm like, what's happening? Like, I'm addicted to this thing.
I'm addicted. Like, put your phone down, you get more accomplished.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's crazy. Put your phone down, you'll get more accomplished. Leave your phone at home, you'll get more accomplished. You feel me? So
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Now, with all this work gathering up, I'm sure your creativity has been firing off in your brain to keep your artistry going. Your sound is stamped. Everybody knows it's you when it's you. But have you been experimenting with sounds? Have you been trying different things out, or are you just gonna keep what made you successful with music in the first place?
I got a couple songs I've done recently where I rapped. You know, I got a song with Dame Dot that's fire. That's, you know, me and Dame Dot actually got a project. Yeah, you know, we working that out now. What we gonna do with it? But I got songs where I actually rapped on them, man. Me and Keith got a few of them where I actually rapped on. Just want to give a variety of music. You know, it's just, you know, everybody can be touched in a different way. You know, so I just want to be able to put my stamp on every way possible as far as my artistry is concerned, and you know, give it to the people. You know, hopefully they like it.
For sure. I was talking to Dogface Calderon, and he was talking about this whole idea of mixing the old generation style rappers from even like 2000s and then the mid era from the 2010s to this newer era. Are you guys a part of that, like, collaboration?
Man, it's crazy, dude. When you say 2000, I'm thinking, you know, Street Lords,
Yeah.
Cheddar Boys. Then you get to the 2010, that's all us, you know. And then the new generation, like that's more like the Skilla Babies and all of them. I feel like, be honest with you, it's a mix already. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to do a more of a mix with the 2000s, just so they can get their shine and get their credibility for stamping around the city. But you see Mac Nichols going crazy on a regular, G-Rock going crazy on a regular.
Yeah.
KDZ going crazy on the film, and like I feel like they still getting their flowers. I think they're a lot of people don't know their faces as much as they know some of ours now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Based upon a time where internet didn't really exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even remember when Instagram was created, but it damn sure wasn't 2000. You feel me? Like, so.
You guys are still pressing CDs and tapes and shit like that.
Yeah, come on. You feel what I'm saying? I think Instagram was made in like 2007.
10 or 11?
Yeah.
So I don't know, honestly.
No,
I
Facebook was into like 2007, 6 or 7.
I think it was like 11 or 12, and then like you couldn't even add videos to like 14 or 15.
Exactly.
So
So
it's kind
you
of
know,
like a long
you got all this long span, and then you talking about the 2000s.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So imagine somebody going from hiding their face on the TV or hiding their face from cameras to now they got to open up to cameras. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man.
It's a whole new world, man.
It was made in 2010. Instagram was made in 2010.
A couple of years off. Not
Yeah.
bad.
But yeah, man, like, come on, man. And it's so crazy. And a lot of us that came from like the 2000, I'm going to just say the 2010 era, but even though we was before 2010, it took a long time for us to get accustomed to cameras. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I can't do this. Selfies and all that shit, I can't do it. I didn't try it. I
It's
just
better
feel
off for
weird.
that. I think the people that stay away from overexposure are going to be more successful in the long run. As long as they stay consistent, they're going to be more successful because that mystique factor is still an anomaly when it comes to watching people, only because people are oversaturating the internet now. Like,
Facts.
everybody's fake. I'm gonna say, bro, I know we've always been talking about it for years now, but seeing somebody what they had for breakfast is getting crazy, bro.
Man.
I'm not trying to see it, bro. I'm just trying to hear your music, see you in some interviews, and see you in some music videos, pop up here and there. I'm not trying to see you every second of the day, bro. Like,
Man, people are putting their whole life on that mug. So it's like you got a person showing you from what they were when they woke up in the morning, to them taking a piss or a shit in the morning, to the music, breakfast, all the way out the house. That shit is corny.
They think it's the way. They think that being constant with content is the way to gain more fans. You're going to gain more fans, but you're never going to get people to be super committed to you, to buy your tapes, to pull up to your shows. You're just going to get people that are willing to watch you on the phone and I've seen enough of you, and that's it. And
keep it a buck. That's a personal opinion. Because we could say that all day long, but look how Blueface and Krishan is lasting.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
We can say that all day long. You know what I'm saying? But
it is mixed bag.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag. 'Cause they in their bag right now. Yeah. You know, Krishan can talk crazy. You see them tatted her face 17 times. She don't care how many times she get her ass whooped. End of the day, you know what I'm saying? She putting all that out. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. We in the world of, you know, I want to call it reality, but then again, I'm just call this. I don't want to call it stupidity, but you know, it's what sells.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's throwing shit in our face and just whoever digested.
Exactly.
You got to finally experience. Well, you probably experienced one Lions playoff run, right? And this is probably the second one, right?
Lions?
Yeah. Like it's Lions, you probably got to experience one other one. You were 90s, right? Like didn't they?
So I was born in '89. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't never really. I probably was seeing like one good, or maybe like a few good seasons, but never really no major playoffs. Like as far as them making as far as they did now.
Yeah.
I've always been a Lions fan. I even had a Lions chain. But I never, because I played sports, it's hard for me to watch it and really pay attention to it on a regular. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I watch. I catch the highlights. I read stats and stuff like that periodically. But like I don't really go to the games and all that no more.
So the playoff run wasn't like a big deal to you?
It was a big deal because I was happy to see that they made it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for the underdog. I'm the underdog king. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I love underdogs, especially when they're in their bag and they focused in the Lions. Shout out to the Lions because they was focused this season. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they come back next season with that same energy and really go to the bowl because them boys deserve it. They hungry. I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, nobody else for real can really when they really in their bag, I don't think nobody can mess with them. I don't think nobody can beat them or undefeat them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We undefeated.
I was just excited because just like as well as what was happening with you guys, you know what would happen if the Lions won. Like everybody been in Vegas right now. Yeah, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. We wouldn't be chilling right now.
No,
but it would just somehow bring such a fucking positive energy to everything. And even though they did lose, the positive energy still resonates a little bit. But man, they would have exploded.
If they would have won right now, you would have seen burning couches, TVs, downtown Gucci store would have been broken into. Yeah. Cars would have been flipped over. Like Detroit, when we're excited and we're supporting each other, man. We're unbeatable, bro.
That's the comment I seen on Instagram after the second playoff win. Somebody was like, "When do we start burning shit down?" What the fuck? Like,
that's automatically, that's what they going to. They about to burn some shit up around this motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Have you been getting sponsorship or anything like that? People been reaching out to you for that?
I mean, yeah, no. You know, some people would call me, to wear their clothes and stuff like that. Once again, I told you, I don't really wear all the designer shit. I will, you know what I'm saying? But I'm more so. If it's black owned, I'm wearing it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I wear Nikes. I might throw some New Balances out here and there. You know what I'm saying? I might wear Gucci and Louis periodically. But for most part, it's black owned. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I rock. Majority jeans are on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm black owned, bro. Like, that's what I'm going to
do. What's collectively from 2024 to 2023, what's been the moment of most satisfaction for you as far as your career or even personal life, or something that's brought you a lot of happiness or joy in the past couple of years?
I'm going to say my family, bro. Like, I've grown a closer bond with all of my family, man. Like, I spend more time with my family. You know, I take pride in I didn't realize how much of a staple I was until I just had a crazy scare. The end of 23, I got hit with a fake perk. Oh. I died 3 times off that mug. You know what I'm saying? Like I really was taking out the game. And through the blessings of Allah, God, I was fortunate to make it and be here and be breathing right now, so, and I didn't know how much impact I made through my family. You know what I'm saying? My family was there, bro. Like it fucked me up. So it's just going back to show like the love you give, the love you will receive. You know, the cause from friends and family, and the support system I have, man, is grateful. I'm grateful for it. You know.
Was it like a fentanyl overdose or something?
Man, it wasn't no fentanyl. It wasn't no meth. It wasn't no cocaine, no heroin, no nothing in it, bro. They said it was a pure synthetic, bro.
Oh, shit.
Whatever the fuck that was, I don't know.
How'd you react to it when it was happening? Did you just pass out immediately, or like did you?
No, so it waited 30 minutes to kick in, and then I went immediately. I went unresponsive.
Wow.
After 30 minutes, luckily I had just parked. So I got a box truck company that I'm working with. I mean that I'm working on right now. Where pretty much I got my own company, and I literally had just parked the truck, and after parking the truck, I get into my car, and instantly I went unresponsive.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just blessed enough to make it to my car and get out my car and get into my car. And luckily I had somebody with me as well, because usually after I go fill my truck up and have it ready for my drivers, I'm usually by myself on this route. You know what I'm saying? But luckily I had somebody with me on this particular day, and when I went unresponsive, he was able to call 911 for me.
My God.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And did they tell you that you were going in and out of life, or did you actually experience like going in and out?
No, I experienced it, bro. I experienced it. So it's so crazy. So the first time, I was just complete gone. I was gone for like 15 minutes. I didn't know what was going on, Then they brought me back, and then they shot me to the hospital. And as soon as I walked in on my own 2 feet. I didn't get carried in and nothing crazy. I passed out again. And in the midst of me passing out again, I was gone a little longer, for 20 minutes this time, And then, when they brought me back again, I was just telling my homeboy, I don't care how many times I go under, don't let them give up on me. You know what I'm saying? Tell them I'm fighting. And the nurse was there. She heard me. And that third time, I went under even longer. And in the midst of me going over even longer, I just remember, they say when you die, the last thing to go is your hearing. So I remember being gone. They say my eyes was open, mouth was open, everything. And they they was I heard the guy nurse on my left, hey, bro. No, he didn't say, hey, bro. He was like, we got to pull the plug. He's down to 10% oxygen. He's not going to make it. And I hear the other two nurses on my right side, which was a black nurse and a white nurse. They like, no, as long as he's fighting, we're going to fight with him. We're going to fight with him. And I hear my homeboy going crazy, oh, he ain't gone, fuck you mean he gone. Come on, Clay, you got it. Keep fighting. I'm hearing this, you know what I'm saying? But I'm complete irresponsive. And
what the
out of nowhere, I just gasped for air. Out of nowhere, after being gone for 30 minutes, I wake up, I'm like, damn, my man, everybody kind of breaking down. And at the time, I didn't call none of my family. I didn't call none of my family. The two nurses, they tried to keep themselves together. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. When I came back up and I finally kicked it with my man, he's like, bro, don't go under no more. He's like, every time you go under, you stay gone for longer and longer. He's like, but you good now. I wake up, my hands are blue, my nail beds are blue, face pale. I really tapped out. You know what I'm saying? I really tapped out. So, yeah, man, if you're doing drugs, man, perks, know who you getting them from.
Did that make you kind of wean off of them a little bit?
Oh, man, I don't fuck with nothing no more.
Yeah.
So I'm an alcoholic. Hello, my name is Clay. I'm an alcoholic. Hi, Clay, but end of the day, I done stopped drinking. You know what I'm saying? Now is the time to really focus on me, my health, my well-being, my family, my career, my businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I have no problem with talking about it. As you can see, I'm sitting on the couch. And I know this is going to get viewed. I don't care. It's a learning experience, not only for me, but, it could be somebody else who probably going through the same things that I went through,
Yeah,
so
sure.
it's something to talk about, you know what I mean?
100%, man. I've been sober 120 days now. It's way better. I mean, I was drinking for 14 years.
Oh, man.
It's way better without it.
Man, I'm talking about, I don't think, this is the longest I've been sober since I was probably 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started off smoking weed. I got nephews and nieces that are older than me. So my nephew, he's 10 years, the one that I'm talking about, he's 10 years older than me. I'm 34, he's 44. You know what I'm saying? And he was the first person I ever smoked weed with. You know what I'm saying? So I've been smoking and drinking off and on since then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. I was drinking since I was like 14, then back to 16, all the way till now. And like, 1,000%, bro. Life is better with clarity, control.
yeah, you could think clearly.
Yeah, it
You
sucks
can
though
see
'cause
clearly.
you have to address things that you never addressed.
Facts.
So that's the hardest part.
Facts.
You gotta look at stuff about your life and be like,
Yeah.
damn, that's fucked up, and like work on that.
You
shit.
gotta face that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta face. You gotta own your shit, man. You gotta. You know what I'm saying? You made that bed. You gotta lay in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Clean it up, whatever. You know. Well, my mama always said you spilled the milk. You gotta clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Go buy a new gallon.
Yeah. Man.
So that's just what it is.
With you and the fellas, man, are you guys all still communicating and everything? Is everything still clicking?
Yeah. We brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to really put it.
Mm-hmm.
I might not talk to them. I might not talk to him for a week. You know what I'm saying? But whenever I call, the love is still there. You know.
Can anybody look forward to anything on your guys' end as far as projects or anything, or was that kind of just like the big punch for you guys all collectively?
That was a big punch for us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was a big punch for us. We do have music sitting. We are working. And that's the best I can say. You know what I'm saying? Get on y'all favorite Doughboys, man. Tell them, come on. You feel me?
I'm gonna watch the concert again. The only thing that killed me about the concert was the fucking when you guys first came on, because I think it got stopped like 10 times. I was
It
like,
did.
are you kidding me right
It
now?
did.
You came out with the mob, I think, and I'm like, why is this happening? I just want to hear Clay come on.
Hey, my baby Key set the tone, though.
Yeah.
Key set the tone.
Why weren't people just getting off the stage? I mean, I've been to 1,000 concerts. I know why people don't get off the stage. It's egos. Everybody's like, "Why? You're not talking to me."
We in Detroit, man. I just said we dealing with egos, but that
Yeah.
motherfucker went crazy.
Yeah.
You feel me? And they was more so shocked of anything to see Doughboyz Cash Out again. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that was there, they haven't seen Doughboyz Cash Out really perform collectively like that probably in a couple years. You know what I'm saying? So they were shocked to really see us there and step on stage and do what we did, which was set another tone and represent well for the West Side. Big ups to the West Side.
sure.
You feel me?
Tell everybody the newest projects that you're working on and any new endeavors that you have going on that they can look forward to.
I have a few projects, you know, like I say, me and Dame Dodd been working. I got my own project I'm working on, man, and the whole Lug tape, we working on that for sure. My biggest focus this year is to release visuals, man. So any dope cameraman y'all know, shoot them my way, man. I'm trying to work. You feel what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like that's just the bottom line. Like I wanna put out as many visuals. And I'm working, man. I'm working with whoever really want to work. That's just what it is. I have no major accomplish like things I'm trying to accomplish besides work. I just want to work. I don't want to do. I don't care about no clubs, no party unless they paying me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm at the point where I've been doing this since I was 14. I want to work.
Yeah.
I want to work. Just point blank period. You know what I'm saying? Let's get money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's about time, goddammit.
Yeah, you feel me?
It still
Generational
works.
wealth. You feel me?
It still works. You know what I'm saying? There's some cats that, they had their run and they can't, make anything happen. But again, when you have something so unique as what you guys have, and especially with you, with your voice and the way that you put out your songs and everything like that, that's something that's still working. Like, it's still can work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's hard for a lot of cats to, still push through with the sound that they came through in the early 2000s or the mid 2000s or whatever. But I mean, you got something fucking special, man.
Yeah, facts.
Do you pay attention to the last thing I wanted to ask you about, are you paying attention to the music scene still, Detroit music scene, like as far as what's happening around it? Are you still paying attention to the direction it's going in? And I know earlier you talked about the Dead Man music, just like what Peasy said, let go of it. But just to give anybody a shout out or anything that you are appreciating from the sounds that you are hearing from Detroit right now.
I'm appreciating everything, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I've been, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a fan of music. I might not always want to listen to it, but I'm a fan of music. So I just give my shout outs to the whole Detroit as a whole, and for every artist that's out here actually still working. Give a special shout out to, like I say, Doughboyz Cashout. I give a special shout out to the Teameastside, Skilla, Baby Money, Jug Harden, JR. I give a shout out to everybody that's really working. MDB Vine, E Modest. I give a shout out to them boys, man, for sure, because they paving the way, and they have a music, they have a sound that no one has heard yet, and they deserve to be heard. You really need to get MDB Vine in here.
Tell them
immediately.
Set it up.
You need to, yeah.
I'm on that, yeah.
Yeah, MDB Vine and Imadis. And then it's a couple other cats, man. Shout out to Pretty Brea, I think that's her name.
Yep.
She just dropped a classic song when she put all the artists in there. That was dope. That was fire artistry right there. You know what I'm saying?
Why wasn't I in that list?
I'm mad about that. Like, I'm feeling sometimes. We gotta talk at this point. But shout out to Cass Dog. Shout out to Kendra's. Shout out to Jasmine Renee, man. Shout out to the whole city, man. We turned. You know what I'm saying? Like, the city is on fire right now. We got the light. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have nothing bad to say, man. Shout out to everybody that's working. Just period.
Clay, it's awesome to have you on here again, man. The first talk was incredible. This talk is incredible. Hopefully you come back on again. We could chop it up again.
Yeah, definitely. I'm about to drop a project soon. Yeah. Definitely go follow my new Instagram, Doughboy Clay.
I like this one better. It's just Doughboy Clay.
It's just Doughboy Clay. It's simple. It ain't nothing in there. It's just Doughboy Clay. It's simple.
Yeah. Doughboy Clay on Instagram, man. Tap in. We got new visuals, new projects dropping soon, man. Yeah, man, like I said, every time people come on here to talk about Detroit music history, man, you guys are always put at the forefront of it, always talking about one of the most influential groups that's ever come out of the city. It's really developed something in you being one of the most unique sounds, and it's still being one of the most unique sounds. Nobody has replicated or done anything near what you're doing or has a sound that's sought out for like how yours is. Yeah. Now it's reemerged. Now everybody, you know, the unfortunate thing is when something's hot and trendy, everybody realizes its potential again.
Exactly.
So now they're realizing, oh shit, Doughboy Clay is fucking the man. I forgot, my bad. Now let's get on that shit.
Facts.
And now they're gonna be hitting you up for everything. Hey,
I'm gonna drop a video on here too. You mind if I do that? I don't think you ever didn't drop no videos on nobody on here, have you?
Drop the video?
Yeah, like somebody just dropped the video on here, like
no.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna drop my video and I'm gonna drop some albums on here when I release it.
Let's make it happen.
Say less.
Make it happen.
I'm an honorary member, by the way, world.
Facts,
you feel
100%.
me? Yeah, so
you can call me. I'm kicking everybody out. I don't care who's in here. It could be literally everybody except Cash Dog.
Oh yeah, except Cash Dog.
Everybody
baby,
except Cash Dog.
She good. She can stay.
We're at Parallel Sound Studio, Hilo Visuals, shooting these productions. We're out.
We out.
Peace.
Doughboyz.
Fire.